Welcome to another edition of Digital and Radio Facts TV, DARF TV for short. I'm your boy Hassahn. I'm here sitting with my good friend and also business entrepreneur Sean Swift Walker. How you doing today, bro?
Chilling, bro. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm tickled. I mean, we did a show back in the day.
A long time ago, bro. Long time ago, man. So, Sean, before we get into OdTV specifically, man, tell me about your journey in the entertainment industry because you've done all kind of stuff, like really cool stuff, man.
Right. Well, I started out a DJ. Been DJing since the age 10. Started doing clubs at 14. Branched out, joined the military. Kept DJing. Turned into a producer a little bit. I just wanted to hear stuff the way I wanted to hear. This sound good to me this way, or it sound good to me that way. Then I did a little stuff for MTV, Carter Broadcast, a few other people here and there, hit or miss, kind of, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then Cartoon Network was like one of the coolest things I did. So
okay, and what you do for Cartoon Network?
Sound effects. I made actual sound effects. I was one of the people that made sound effects for some of these cartoons and all that other stuff. I was in it. It sounded really cool when I said it to my family. I'm like, yeah, man, cartoon. This was like years and years ago. A buddy of mine hit me up and was like, yo, hey, you doing all this stuff with these sounds and stuff. And I was making like little video clips with sounds, but we weren't actually using we were using stuff that cell phone slapping on the table, sticks tapping together, raindrops, water hitting, we was doing stuff like that. But then I was finding ways to do it Bobby Digital style and stuff like that. A lot of cut and paste and transitioning and stuff like that. And worked out for a little while. Did that for a little while. Then I branched out and I turned into this monster serial entrepreneur. That's when I met you and Dangerous, and I wanted to do more. I was building websites and I was creating t-shirts, and then all of a sudden I created a t-shirt business out of all of this stuff. I did that for a while, and that was dope. But it wasn't what I wanted to do. And then at the same time, I was building these websites for people, and this one lady, Tawana Williams, that I did. She's Les Brown platinum speaker. I built her website, and I did this thing for this cryptocurrency called Troptions. I built a website for them, and I wanted to put them out there more than just saying it from another website or saying it from social media. So I was like, well, how can I do this? How can I get them on TV? And I was talking to my girl about it, and I was like, I wonder if I can make commercials, because I make commercials too. Marty farty like that. So I, made some commercials. I was like, well, it's probably not going to get it, but I wonder if you can own a TV network. And OdTV came out of nowhere. This was like Labor Day last year.
And then too, man, when I'm like, I've tuned into OdTV, I downloaded it on the, my Roku, and you're real big about cut the cord, cut the cable. Like, was that also an inspiration for you? Like, just tired of paying for cable, man? Like I say, I want to have my own platform and design it the way that I want it to be.
Right. Well, there is this other platform that does exactly what I do, and I was excited and blown away by them. I'm not going to mention them. But it's only one. But the platform that they created was really dope, and I was like, well, my girl's dad, 73. I didn't want to have to explain to him how to use it. Hey, download this app, put this on here, use this, do that. I didn't want to have to do that. I wanted to make it just as easy as if my grandkids could use it, or he could use it, or my parents, or anybody. And then I wanted it to emulate TV. And then at the same time, I'm an investor. So, Bill Gates is right. In about 5 more years, all the stuff gonna get way worse, and it's going to be worse than what it is now. And so I figure if you can afford Wi-Fi, why should you have to pay an exorbitant amount of money for cable? Especially when you can get it for free and all that stuff. We run OdTV is a ad-based business platform. So we strictly the only thing you're gonna do is give up sweat equity by watching these commercials. You can't skip them. You can't do anything. You just you watch the commercials. It'd be just like regular TV, but you're getting movies and TV. The idea is to have. I have one live stream right now, and I run. It runs 24/7, and I pack it with tons of content just to give you an idea of what it'd be like. Plus you just got a commercials flow. I run regular commercials, regular TV commercials. I run commercials that travel.
Okay.
I don't know where you are. So like here we have Whataburger. I don't know if you got that there.
I've heard of Whataburger. We don't have it in Chicago. Wait a minute. Did we just? I can't remember. But go ahead.
Yeah. So it's like I want to use stuff to travel. So the insurance commercial guy, I ran his stuff. Safe drivers save 40%. That guy.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
So the idea was just to emulate TV and to make it. I wanted to do something at a revolutionary price, and I've been wanting to do that for years. And I said it, and it didn't click. It didn't dawn on me what I was doing until I actually got. I'm like, wait, why am I making this free? There's other people with subscriptions and all this sort of stuff. I think that's cool. That's for them, but. If you're like me, you like free.
Mm-hmm.
I like free. And free come with a little bit of stuff, so you might have to stand in line a little bit longer. So for a couple minutes, but you still getting in, and whatever you was after, you're gonna get. So, the plan was for me was just to make it really simple. Offer as much content as I can, like the old school shows, Leave It to Beaver, Different Strokes, the Lucille Ball Show, Dragnet, the original Superman's on there, Betty Boop cartoon, stuff like that. Then I got, then I have car channels. Then I have sports, even though sports is where it is right now. But I still have some sports on there for them real heads. Like Saturdays, I run. Remember that show back in the day, Top 10 NFL, and
I do remember that. Yeah,
that runs on Saturday afternoons. I run cartoons in the morning, and just like what it was back in the day. And you've been in Chicago, okay? So you know what WGN is.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Grew up on WGN, and I'm a Cubs fan. That's where the Cubs used to come on before they got the Marquee Network. Yeah,
exactly.
so yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So the idea was to do exactly what I remember seeing on TV, and a lot of people responded to that.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question on the business side, and feel free to be as transparent as you like or not. When it comes to getting these shows and things, are there like licensing contracts or anything that you have to get in order?
That is the meat and potatoes of the whole thing, because you got to go out and you got to make these. It's not just these connections, but you got to build these relationships with these different networks and stuff. And everybody got their hand out. And they want to get paid for their work. Even though, like a lot of the shows I brought, like some of the shows I have on there now, it was what I did was I offered revenue shares. Do 50-50. The more eyeballs you get, the more turkey we're gonna talk about.
Okay, that's a very interesting model. And man, were there like any barriers to entry into this game that like you feel comfortable discussing, like the hardest thing about getting into it?
Actually, I couldn't believe. I'm gonna say this. I'm a military veteran, and I use my disability to pay for this every month.
Wow.
This is the government's dollars hard at work.
I love it. Well, hey, that's the least the government can do for you for serving, right? You know what I'm saying? Right?
So I created this, and then it's like, okay, so I pay for it with that until it starts to pay for itself. But the crazy thing was when I did it, it was like, was either Memorial Day or Labor Day. It was Labor Day weekend, I think it was. And I talked to the guy on the phone, and we're talking, and I was like, yo, I said, what level of the game is this? And he was like, Oprah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he said, because you can do anything. He said, bro, your actual TV network. He said, you can do whatever. He said, you can do open level type stuff. You can do whatever you want to do. And I was like, word. So I started out finding shows that I could afford to do, which was the easiest route for me to do, which was the free stuff. So you got public domain, and then you got this term that I love. It's a favorite term of mine. It's called Creative Commons. Creative
Mm-hmm.
Commons means you get to use it. You can remix it. You can throw your water splash on it. You can say it's you. You can't say that you did it, but you can make it. If I wanted to put OdTV down in the bottom corner right here, I could do that. And legally get away with it without anybody saying anything or copyright infringement. Da 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 da. I'm trying to get eyeballs like you.
Mm.
So I started out there. Then I had On the Road with the Hope Coach. That was the
Mm-hmm.
first one. And we just wrapped up the first season of that. And then I had another show that I did with Bootsy Collins' son, Ooh Wee. He had in the studio with Ooh Wee Collins, and he would have it was a variety show. And so
No,
just
got
wrapped up.
it. Okay, cool. Now, with that being said, man, you just talking about some of the content, and it seems like it's pretty much wide open. Like for young entrepreneurs out there, other people who are putting content out on IG, putting content out on Facebook or whatever platform they're using. Are you looking for like new dope content, like whether it's a TV show, whether it's a talk show, anything like that? Are you looking for stuff like that for
I
OdTV?
am openly, yeah. Actually, I chase after a few people because there's one show right now called Chase Street, and I think that's going to be like the next Power. I mean, it's on.
Mm.
I'll say, and I'm not plugging them because their show is not on my network. I mean, it's kind of like a plug, but um, uh, I put the commercial on OdTV. I run it on my social media platforms. I talk to these guys all the time, like and I offer them the same stuff that I said earlier, revenue shares and all that stuff. They're actually on Amazon right now, and so um, I chase after them. Anybody that's making music videos, I put stuff out on social media. I even use TikTok to get the word out that I wanted to that I'm looking for content creators outside of spending these millions and millions of dollars for these licensing agreements and stuff like that. Like let me back up a little bit. I used to be a barber.
Mm. You done everything, but go ahead.
I used to be a
Right.
barber. I owned a barbershop, Winchester, Virginia, back from like 2009 to 2014, and I would give everybody a shot. If you didn't have clients, I'd say, oh, well, look, this instead, if you didn't have clients, we're going to do, and I'm not going to do blueprint with you. I'm going to let you, build yourself up. We'll do 50-50, 60-40. Or if you came in and you were really good and all that other stuff and you were great with people, I'd start you out 70-30. Depending
Mm.
upon, and 70-30, that's keeping your stomach full. That's keeping your family happy with you. And, 30% is all I need to keep the lights on.
Right. Right. Now,
Yeah,
that's an interesting way to do business, Sean, man, because I mean, how actually the way you do business, like a lot of people don't do it like that. How important has that been to you actually maintaining these relationships, and how has that helped you, that equity piece helped you going forward what you're trying to do right now?
well, it's fairly simple. Kind of like almost like cryptocurrency. There's no middleman. It's really, you work out whatever you're gonna work out with a person. If they're cool with that, what's to say it's not right
Mm.
or wrong? If it works out and everybody's happy, everybody eats. Then yeah, cool. I put you like this. There's too much content out there. There's too much stuff going on TV right now for me to ever argue with anybody or anything like that about most of that stuff. So I don't take any of this stuff personal. It's just, hey, look, do you want to do this? And this is what I'm offering. This is what we can do. And then not only do I do the revenue shares and stuff like that, but then I also offer to shop into the major networks. Of course, I want to be one of the major networks, but in order for me to do that, I got to show my face around a little bit. So I figure if I shop some of these shows and I'm working with and stuff like that to the majors, then it's a win-win for everybody. You still eating. I'm gonna get a little bit of that Diddy money, and
Hmm.
we're gonna keep it moving.
Understood. Now, also, brother, you represent, how can I say this? Two significantly powerful, but also two significantly undervalued demographics, meaning you're a veteran and you're black. So, being with that, with that being said, how significant do you think it is for people to even know that a black man is out here doing this, trying to literally start his own network, and you're doing it actually because you serve the country, and because you serve the country, your disability is allowing you to provide this content to people who look like you, talk like us, or whatever like that? How important is that to you, and how significant is that?
It's very important. It's tremendously important. Not everybody can say they're on TV network. I don't I don't have a big head yet, but I walk around like I'm a big deal.
As you should, as you should.
Yeah, my walk is a little different, and my family, they keep me well grounded. They're like, no, get the trash,
Okay.
watch the kids, get them grandbabies. Dad, the car ain't running. Let's fix it. So I'm still regular Joe during the day, but the TV, yeah, ODTV is yeah, it's super important. I enjoy getting to talk to some of these celebrities, and then some of these people that want to be in the industry. So you get both sides of it, and then I try to find a lane within that to stick within. So what I've been doing is giving a lot of people a shot. And if they like the one, Tawana Williams, she want to create a show. Uwe wanted, and now he's off. He's he's off to another network that offered, and he was saying, "Hey, we cut you a check." And he said, "Hey, I gotta go, bro." And I said, "Okay." And it was my first my first dealings with that type of stuff. And like I said, didn't take it personal, but I find it really really cool because like some of the people in the community that I go to the plasma place, I donate.
Hmm.
On Friday and Sunday, we go to CSL and donate and stuff. And the people there talk to me about ODTV all the time, and they ask questions and like, oh well, hey, well, and then they're like borderline my focus group because they tell me some of the shows, and then I'll come home and I'll look stuff up, or while I'm laying there donating and all that other stuff, I'm on my phone looking stuff up. So.
Okay. And then too, one other piece I do want to touch on quickly, and we're gonna, wrap up pretty soon. You said you came from the world of being a DJ, and also, so with digital and radio facts, period, this whole platform, we have a lot of radio people, DJs that are actually our followers. They read our content. How important because of you are a person that literally diversified your portfolio. Now you're in TV. You did the barbershop thing. You did a T-shirt company thing. In this day and age, how important is it for people like that, even a DJ, you did a Cartoon Network, to diversify their portfolio?
Well, that is oh my gosh, that you have to diversify your portfolio. There's like no way around it. If there's in this day, there's no real such thing as like like you're only going to kill it in one thing. So, and I found that out just being a barber. It's like, okay, great. My core of my business is cutting hair, but I shine shoes. I do hot towel shaves. I offer dry cleaning. I got a restaurant next door that run food for you and all that old stuff. And then so there was multiple ways. If you can find, I sold ice cream out of a barbershop. My TV that we had up in there always showed ads. I never watched TV. I don't play video games. My PlayStation was in my barbershop, and it ran commercials all day long. So that stuff is it's like super, super important. I mean, because like if you're not doing that, well, what are you doing? If
Now,
you're diversifying yourself, what are you doing?
now, now, Sean, how you don't watch TV and you own a TV network?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I watch shows. I curate everything. I'm looking at it to see, well, if I had, if I was gonna, air this show, when would I watch it? Who am I looking at? Who do I want to, I'm looking at it from like a perspective, like when you walk into a store, it's like, you go in the store and you see that they're making money hand over fist. Okay, well, what are they doing? And so I'm dissecting each piece of that. And I do that with these shows. I dissect each one. Like I have The Brilliant Idiots, Creative Commons show. And that's an awesome show. Now I don't run every episode that they do currently because That would keep me counterproductive. Since I launched OdTV, I've added over 20,000 hours of content myself
Mm.
on the laptop I'm using right now.
Wow.
That was insane. I had to do, I had to make it work.
Right, right.
So,
Okay.
it's a lot of weekends, not going nowhere. Family looking at me crazy, like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, loading shows.
Mm.
Um, um, I did want to tell you this though. Out of all of this whole thing, the one thing that cracks me up the most is when I first originally told my mother I bought a TV network and all that stuff. She was like, "Boy, I can't," and she hung up. That's a black mother for you, right there.
It'll happen, bro. Yeah,
They don't want to hear it. They oh, boy, go on with that food.
yeah.
And that's really what she did. She hung up, and they still don't get it. They're like, "What do you mean you on a TV network?" I don't understand. It's like they don't see that ship on the horizon somewhere. It's like it's not there. I'm like, well, okay, I guess you have to see it, and they still, they see it, and they just like, "What are you doing?" Oh, I own it. I own it.
Mm.
I put out. I actually work there. I put a lot of that shows. I do all the programming. A couple of the shows I actually edited myself and produced and all that other stuff. So,
Mm.
yeah, stuff is chaotic until it goes on screen. But once it goes on screen, it's like oh, you would never know. But yeah, behind the
Okay.
scenes.
All right. And here's a question actually about how it relates or transitions. Being a DJ, a producer, it's all about creating a mood or sound or something that engages or moves the crowd, right? Do you think that because you had those years doing that, it also transitions into television and allows you to pick quality content that basically engages or moves the crowd?
Yeah, it does. Actually, that's exactly what I use. And a friend of mine, my homegirl Sarah, she asked me the other day about. She's like, "So, what do you like the most about being, on the TV network?" The fact that I get to create all the stuff that I've done. Anything that I've ever done, like remixes or come up with actual whole new track or any of that other stuff, and and you have that ability to move a city of people behind it is so dope. So to transition that into like a TV network where people are, it's not just that it's free TV and free movies. It's the fact that, oh, he got my show on there like Saturday afternoon, just Kung Fu Matinee on
Mm.
TV. Then, like I said, I still run sports and stuff like that. I make the idea strictly is to emulate TV, and then over these course of these next few years, watch how the shift. I really see a shift into people messing with. Well, let me. I still want to watch TV, but I want to be able to pick my phone up and do it. Because you can watch OdTV from your phone, you can watch it from your tablet or Roku. I can't spill all the beans just yet, but
Hmm.
we're working on a few things.
Okay.
I got some. I got some announcements come the 1st of September. I got some announcements. One of them I will tell is the changing of the names of OdTV. We will no longer be OdTV, even though I'm rocking the hell out of this T-shirt. It's
Can you share the name or you can't share it yet? The new name.
well, the actual I'll put it to you this way: it's a Walker Broadcasting Company.
Mm.
Walker, so it'll be owned by a Walker Broadcasting Company, which I'm the chairman and all that other stuff. Blah blah blah.
Got you. Well, perfect, bro. I think that's a great way to end it. You know what I'm saying? Like for people, keep people wanting more. You know what I mean?